What's something you're sick of having to explain? One thing I'm sick of having to explain, me being a relationship coach and a life coach and a social worker for over 20 plus years, one thing I'm sick and tired of having to explain is that we can change, is that we actually create our lives. We can change, we create our lives, we can do anything that we want to do in this life, but we choose not to. I talk about this all the time. I explain this all the time, and whether I'm talking about relationships or whether I'm just talking about life changes and choices in general, we create the life that we want. Nobody else does, but us. Regardless of whoever influences you, yes, you'll have family, friends, parents, school, religion, whatever you believe in influence you. Yes, everybody has that, but you ultimately decide what kind of life you want to live, what kind of relationship you want to have, what kind of business you want to have, what type of finances you want to have, what type of animal you want to have. You decide all those things. Nobody else decides those things for you. Yes, there's going to be different things that's going to try to block you, I guess I put it that way. But you still can get over those blocks, I guess I put it that way. You still create the life that you want. But it just seems like when it comes to creating the life that you want and change, a lot of folks don't want to change because they're so used to living in the same shit that they've been living in for years and telling themselves the same story that they've been telling themselves for years, and they don't want to change that. It's a lot of things that we can do, especially being a black woman. It's a lot of things that we can do within our households to start creating that change within our household when it comes to our relationships, when it comes to finances, when it comes to our relationship with business, anything along any of those things. When it comes to knowing ourselves, learning ourselves, our history, whatever it is, we can make changes within our household first. We can create that environment. A lot of people don't. Some people do, but a lot of us don't. And like I said, I just get tired of explaining those things. That's just, to me, common sense things that people should already know. I guess I put it that way. We see all other races out here besides black folks, whites and Jewish and everybody else, Chinese, everybody, way past us on the finish line. They 100 yards ahead of us. We still 200 yards back. And this been going on for years. And I understand there was slavery. I understand all these things happened. That was years ago. We could have been creating change within our households, within our communities since then. Not saying that there hasn't been any, but there has been enough to me in my eyes. And like I said, me always talking about changing and making decisions to change your life and how you create your life and that kind of thing. I get sick and tired of explaining it, but I'm not going to stop explaining it at all, talking about it at all, because I know it's going to fall on somebody else's ears that needs to hear that. Even if it's just one person a day or one person a week, one person a month, one person a year, it falls on somebody's ears to hear that. But like I said, that's something that I'm sick and tired of explaining, but I'm going to keep on talking about it because we need that in our lives.